Welcome back to the Penn Teller Theater, where you have the best seat in the house. Let's meet our next magician.
Hypnosis kind of found me. There wasn't a huge arts community in Iowa, but I saw a hypnosis show, and I thought, you know what? If all I had to do was go sleep, and then the volunteers did fun, crazy stuff and made a great show, I bet I could do that. It was a little bit more than that. But before long, I was headlining my own show on the Las Vegas Strip. There's a lot of misconceptions about hypnosis, but probably the biggest one is that it's mind control. But really, it's quite the opposite. When you're in a trance state, your fears don't get in the way of your imagination. And that's a superpower. Just by being part of the Las Vegas entertainment community, I got introduced to magic. And even though hypnosis and magic are very different, I like magic just as much. Penn Teller, I'm gonna use my experience as a hypnotist, mentalist, and magician to try to fool you.
Give it up for the magic of Annarose.
When I was a kid in Iowa, I dreamt of growing up to be one of two things. My plan A was to be Nancy Drew, and my backup plan was to be a Spice Girl. Now, my family said I needed to be more realistic, so I moved to Vegas, became a magician, and now I'm gonna try to fool Penn Teller. Penn, I want you to think of any card, not the Queen of Hearts or the Ace of Spades, since we as magicians know that those are the most common, but any other card. Do you have it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how amazing would it be if I predicted your card that you're thinking of by drawing it before I even walked out on stage? Yeah?
Very impressed.
Well, Penn, I did draw your card, but I drew the rest of them too. For all you muggles, this is the oldest gag in magic, but I always thought that it would be so cool if you could do it with real playing cards. All of the cards are facing one direction, except for one. Penn, on the count of 3, you're gonna yell your card out loud.
I will.
1, 2, 3 of clubs.
3 of diamonds.
What?
3 of diamonds.
The 3 of diamonds.
Yeah.
Well, if this was right, that would have fooled all of us. But don't worry, in the slim chance you did not pick the 3 of clubs, I do have a deck of cards with only your card reversed in it with me on stage. As far as which one it's in, I have no idea, which is why I need a little bit of help from the lovely Brooke Burke.
All right, let's get this right.
Brooke.
That's right. It's us against the boys right
Shoot
now.
in. Okay. Brooke, if you were to guess how many cards are in here, what would you say?
2,000.
Close. There's 2,704, which means there are 52 decks of cards. And the reason for that is, like the deck you just saw, I reversed a different card in each deck so that all of the cards are accounted for. As far as which deck has Penn's card reversed, that's why you're here.
Okay.
First, you have to give it a good shuffle. It's not that hard. Shuffle them like this.
Okay.
Your turn, you're strong.
Oh.
But like a Spice Girl, you know, with some flair, you know?
Okay, okay.
Okay, all right.
We would have been good.
Perfect, yeah, true that. Reach in, select one deck.
Okay. Any deck?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that the one you want?
Yes.
The one you really, really want?
Yes. Is it the one you want me to want?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
Penn, what was your card again?
3 of diamonds.
The 3 of diamonds. Now, how amazing would it be if in the deck that Brooke selected, the single card reversed was the 3 of diamonds. Now, rehearsing that was rough, so I'm glad it went smooth. Brooke's practically a Spice Girl and a pretty good Nancy Drew.
Thank you.
And even though Brooke found the deck with Penn's card reversed, she can't take all the credit. Because remember, I did predict it. But really, let me prove it to you. I knew from the beginning that you weren't going to pick the 3 of clubs. That's too obvious. But Your card, Brooke, you can step over here. The 3 of diamonds, unlike the 3 of clubs, won't erase. Brooke, help me erase the rest, because Penn's card is the only one that I drew in permanent marker.
No way. Annarose, everyone. Hey, let's chat. Wow. How do you go about deciding what kind of an act you're going to perform for these two guys?
Gosh, I don't even know. I'm flustered right now. You're awesome. Thank you. And I like your dress.
My pleasure. I like your dress.
Thank you.
What would you do if you weren't a magician?
If I was not a magician, I would probably have an antique store, or I'd probably be a college professor.
Okay. Well, what would you teach?
I like psychology, philosophy, stuff like that.
How important is the intellectual part of magic?
It's really fun. It's mental gymnastics. I think that it's exciting. That's what human beings are meant to do, is to create.
All right, it's time to put Penn and Teller on the spot. Are you ready? Penn and Teller?
Whoa, Annarose, really, really nice. You did something I don't think anyone's ever done on this show, which is you snuck in code words to your own routine to explain how it was done, which was just brilliant. And that trick, which you do for a fact was not going to fool us, was a miracle to everyone else. And you have to point that out. Even though you gave us the code words, that is an absolute miracle. And the part of it that is brilliant, did you invent that yourself?
I did.
Wow, that's really, really good. That's really good. And, you know, the whole routine is just great, just terrific from beginning to end. And you even mentioned the Spice Girls. You didn't mention my favorite Spice Girl, who was Sticky Spice. Wasn't that one of them? I don't know. I don't really know the Spice Girls. I was just lying. But we love the routine, and I think we might have snuck something in there, our own code words, to let you know that we know that maybe you didn't fool us. But what do you think, Annarose?
Does all that blah, blah, blah make sense to you?
Sounds about right.
Annarose, everyone. We haven't had a fuller yet, but that could change when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Las Vegas. Let's meet the next magician who's gambling they can fool Penn and Teller.
I'm Willy Monroe from Madrid. Usually people know me like a balloon magic artist. I do magic only with balloons, and I won many awards. But there is another side to me. When I was a kid, my brother brought me my first magic cube. My world changed. My life was different after this day. With this magic cube, I can combine my two passions, the magic and puzzles. Over 40 years, I collect a lot of puzzles. My house is full of puzzles. My wife went to kill me. I love magic. Magic is the only way where big things fit in small spaces. My greatest achievement is to fit a large stage illusion show, the Vegas style, in a teeny space like this. Penn, Teller, you will see.
Welcome, everyone, to the magical world of Willy Monroe.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, welcome to the Petit Grand Theater, presenting the handsome brothers Righteous and Leftus, and their lovely Hungarian assistant, Miss Rubik.
Oh, no.
Willy Monroe! Wow. That was amazing.
Thank you very much.
Why do you think Penn said, oh no?
Maybe if you don't expect, he can check the cube.
So what's your feeling in this moment? Do you think you fooled them?
I think I fool a lot of magicians with this, then I hope.
You must be the only magician in the world who does this trick.
Yes, nobody do that. This is my own creation.
Okay. And do you always have the cube on your fingernail? You and Penn have something in common.
Yes. It's a tribute.
All right, Willy. Let's see if your cube magic is good enough to earn a trophy. Penn and Teller?
Willy, you know, doing big stage illusions is one of the hardest things to do in magic. And doing big stage illusions small seems even harder. The idea of doing this with a cube is just brilliant and so cute, and to bring our attention down that small is really great. But it's the same problem with big stage illusions, which is you tend to think, well, if I could really monkey around with the props, it probably wouldn't fool me. You know, the zigzag, the last thing you did, we could probably get some sort of idea of it with just brilliant craftsmanship, but we'd probably figure out something. The metamorphosis looked beautiful. It was startling. It was, I think, more amazing than done full size with people. But I don't want to talk about those. The levitation, we can see everything there. It's just there. And we had like 5 ideas, and then one by one, they kind of fell away, or at least 4 of them fell away. And we had 1 left for the way you could have done that. And we talked about that and then realized that we were wrong about that too. You fooled us.
Well done, congratulations! Oh, I didn't know where they were going with that. Wow, wow. Oh, congratulations. Willy Monroe, everyone. Well done, thank you so much. Thank you. Wow.